What is good, Dialseed fam? Today we got another call review. We are looking at an account executive calling for himself. He sells AI customer service software that essentially is AI customer service that helps field service requests better, increases customer satisfaction, handles more requests more effectively, makes companies more money. He is calling a business owner and he ends up not booking the meeting. This is actually a fairly short one, but I think it's an important one. So we'll break it down. See how he does.
Hello, this is Reagan. Hey, Reagan, full transparency, this is a cold call. Does that make you want to throw your phone out the window?
Love the opener. It's supposed to be funny. I would add like a little bit more humor into it because sometimes it can be like a little bit like, what?
What'd you say? Sorry.
Yeah, see? What did you say?
Yeah, my name's Dave Morley. To be frank, this is a cold call. I've done my research. Do you want to hear me out?
I know that this guy is better than this, but I think this is important to illustrate that we need to memorize our openers. So if you're going to use an opener, say it 10 times in a booth by yourself, memorize it. So then when you use it, it's actually clean. Because if you stutter, you lose authority, you lose your frame, and you also lose momentum. And this guy immediately smells out that you don't know what you're doing. So how would we ever take action with a guy who can't even introduce himself properly?
Sound good, buddy. It's a cold call for what?
It's a cold call for what? Okay. This is where we don't want to pitch. We want to engage them. We want to qualify them and rope them into the conversation, especially for people who can smell out the cold calls and they know it's a cold call. They're probably going to be harder to get across for a meeting. So we want to be the opposite of every other salesperson, which means that we have to show up and show that we care about them and understand the problems and how they are being affected and also what we can do for them so that when we make our pitch, it's not the cookie cutter pitch that we give to everybody, but it's something that feels like it's solving a problem for their situation.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah. We essentially help call centers analyze all their data and get that insight and service in. Most people, have a hard time figuring out how well their CSRs are doing. So we help coach them and figure out your exact data on that.
Okay, so he pitches. The reason this is not going to work and the reason this call ends right here is because he is now officially every other sales rep who's ever made a cold call. Now, he might actually sound really good, like his tonality was good. He recovered really well for this. But he's not bringing the person into the conversation. So it's a self serving, selfish call. It's not trying to understand, it's not trying to be human. I know this guy's better than this, but that's just the result of this cold call. That's why it didn't go well. The other thing, too, when you're thinking about your problem statement and you're thinking about how you land your pitch, I actually like that he's very calm. He doesn't use any jargon. He makes it feel real, but he doesn't necessarily tie it to the end result for the business outcome. He doesn't tie it to a personal outcome either. And he doesn't necessarily make this guy imagine what the problem is. So you do that by roping people into it first, which is a simple way to do it. Hey, when your customer service teams get all these requests that come through the website, and A, they can't handle all of them, and B, most of these people could be easily put to an FAQ on the website, but the customer service reps are stuck handling them, which means that you waste your time on quality assurance and you probably don't even want to hold this team accountable anymore because it's so hard to do. Something like that. I'm not the expert on this. You would go, yeah. And you would be like, okay, what about that makes sense? Or why do you feel that way? Or why would you agree that that's an issue? Get them to unpack it. And then you go, well, that's exactly why I called, because we help business owners like yourself solve that problem by doing things differently in this way. That way, you don't have to do this annoying task every single day, and you get two different outcomes, your emotional outcome and your tangible so what outcome. So for him, again, so you can focus on running the business that you started and make sure that you're just focused on revenue generating activities and so you can make more money and take that vacation that you've probably been wanting for like the last 8 months and stop worrying about your customer service team. Something like that. Um, but overall, obviously, this call is like a 2 out of 10. But I know this guy; he's way better than that. But this is why we don't pitch slap. So, thought this was worth going over.